Hi, I'm a student at Conservatório de Música do Porto, and this is my video on the legend of Cayo Carpo. Enjoy it! Palestine. The year is 44 AC. One of the disciples of Christ, James the Greater, returns to his homeland. In previous years, and obeying the call that Jesus cast him when he ascended to heaven, became an apostle and had been spreading the message of Christianity by one of the most isolated regions of the vast Roman Empire, across the Mediterranean Sea on the Iberian Peninsula. But this return to Palestine wasn't happy. Accused of being a Christian, he was arrested, tortured, and killed. His disciples, some of which he converted along his way in the peninsula, decided to bury him there, in one of the places he had been preaching and developing its apostolic mission. Collected the body, placed it in a stone boat which couldn't sink, and in just 7 days made a trip full of other miracles that took them to Galicia, on the banks of the Eula River, where they disembarked the body and gave him grave in a place that centuries later would be known as Compostela. Meanwhile, a beach, a party, a wedding. The place is in the northwest of the Iberian Peninsula, the vast beach that starts south of the river Lessa. The date's the same, the year 44 AC, during the Roman rule in the region. Cayo Carpo, the main lord of his territory, chose this site as ideal for his wedding with Claudia Lobo. The party had been planned. A large number of guests, banquets, exhibition fighters, musicians and dancers, tournaments, and an endless number of games, all of which meant a big space. And among all of its territory, this beach, yet unnamed, was the one that presented the desirable conditions, and so the chosen one. The religious ceremony, pagan, since Christianity had not yet come to these parts under the Roman elite, was over. The meals had been successful, to the sound of music and dancing. Then, the groom decided to challenge some of his guests, other lords and proficient Roman knights, to a horse race on the sand. But a curious feature, the aim would be to come up with his horses towards the sea, penetrate this, and take riding through the waters as far as possible. Who could move more off the coast would win the race. There were many riders who took on the challenge of Cayo Carpo and embarked on the ride towards the Atlantic. The worst riders and the ones with weaker horses were quickly left behind. The boldest, however, put forward their horses to surprising limits, but no one could match the young groom. The distance he gained from his pursuers left everyone stunned. Also, because something miraculous was happening. His horse wasn't getting inside the water. No, miraculously, the animal rode without sinking on the ocean surface, and was useless to try to stop the rider mounted. The horse continued, rampant, on the sea, in the direction of a small boat which was heading north. Cayo Carpo was apprehensive, but the crowd, curious, always watched from the beach, expecting the encounter with the boat. And when that happened, the Roman lord was even more surprised. The boat had been carved in stone, and inside followed a corpse. The crew, however, quieted him and explained that they were Christians and that they would take the body of their master, James, to give him burial. Deeply amazed by all that he'd seen and witnessed, Cayo Carpo immediately converted to Christianity. The return to the land was followed in an expectant manner by those who watched all this from the beach. They needed an explanation, and certainly the rider had it. In the beginning, the horse was moving on top of the water, but suddenly the animal and its owner disappeared, swallowed by the sea. And when after a few moments despair began to take care of everyone, fearing for what might have happened to the young man, magically the rider and his mount reappear, leaving the waves to the beach. And a new miracle had happened. Cayo Carpo and the horse came completely covered with scallops. The crowd quickly approached the groom and is told about these wonderful events it had witnessed, and following the explanations which then are supplied to it by the young Roman lord, all present also converted to Christianity. This version of the legend was taken from the website of a Portuguese company dedicated to tourism, Upward, and it's available online in Portuguese. The translation was made by me with the dear help of Google Translate. The images can be found online as well on the website of the amazing photographer that took them, Nuno Feliz, and that has also authorized me to publicly display them, both on this video and also on the other assignments, PowerPoint presentations that I have on the same legend. Hope you liked the presentation, and thanks for watching.